Hello Internet. This week at Action Language Academy, I taught my students the story of Chris Hadfield, the Canadian astronaut. And I rewrote an article by Melissa Knowles to make it easier for students to understand. And I'm going to read that now. The name of that article was Astronaut Creates First Music Video Recorded in Space. If you do something spectacular, you deserve to brag. And if it's something epic, it could earn you a place in history. Today, let's meet someone who deserves to brag and who deserves to be in the history books. Canadian Chris Hadfield. Chris Hadfield is an International Space Station commander. That's a fancy way to say astronaut. He is now on his way back to Earth. He just recorded the first music video from space. The astronaut does his very own acoustic version of David Bowie's Space Oddity. Fitting, right? Hadfield can carry a tune even as he floats around the space station at zero gravity. The viral video was uploaded to YouTube on Sunday and it already has more than 13 million views. People all over the world are impressed with the astronaut's performance. Even David Bowie was impressed. When Hadfield tweeted the video, Bowie tweeted back, "Hallo Spaceboy." Hadfield is the star of the video, but he had help. M. Grinner, a fellow Canadian, came up with the piano part. Joe Corcoran also helped to produce and mix the song. Hadfield is already well known to space and science enthusiasts. He regularly tweets pictures from his space travels and shares his thoughts on what he'll do once he returns to Earth. He has more than 950,000 followers on Twitter so far. Okay, now let's talk about some of the vocabulary in this article. I'll read it again and I'll stop and explain some of the vocabulary. If you do something spectacular, you deserve to brag. Spectacular is higher than great. We have great, spectacular. Very high. Usually it's visual. You look spectacular. The view from my hotel room was spectacular. But you could also say, oh, this cocktail tastes spectacular. Or this cake is spectacular. But usually it's visual. It's visual. If you do something spectacular, you deserve to brag. Deserve to nani. Do something good, you deserve something good. Do something bad, you deserve something bad. For example, if you work hard, you deserve a big bonus. If you do something bad, if you steal somebody's bag, you deserve to be arrested. If you steal money, you deserve to be arrested. Japanese dictionary says atai suru or fusawashi. Something that should happen naturally because of the action. This action deserves this reward or punishment. Okay? To brag, another word for brag you might know is boast. I'm the most handsome English teacher in Japan. Of course, I'm bragging. Jiman shiteru. I'm bragging. If something is epic, continuing with the article, and if it's something epic, it could earn you a place in history. Something is epic is even higher. It's the highest. On the internet, the word epic is kind of overused. ちょっと使いすぎね。みんなが epic, epic, epic. Oh, it's epic. But it's basically great, the highest. The party was epic. Something was epic. The movie was epic. It's just really amazing. Really the highest point. It could earn you a place in history. To earn has two meanings. One of them is if you work hard, you earn something. Earn money, for example, kasegu. Another earn is just to get something, like eru, te ni hairu. But because you worked. You work and you get something, you earn something. So if you do something epic, it could earn you a place in history. Today, let's meet someone who deserves to brag and who deserves to be in the history books. Canadian Chris Hadfield. In this case, deserves to brag is more jiman shite mo ii gurai erai koto shita, right? Or jiman suru kenri ga aru, that kind of thing. Chris Hadfield is an International Space Station commander. Commander is just, a commander is in the military. It's the ranking, a high-ranking person in the military. He is the commander of the International Space Station. The word fancy has a few meanings. One of them is complicated. One of them is luxurious, like zeitaku. So the word International Space Station Commander is just a fancy way to say astronaut. Well, not exactly, but I want to teach you the word fancy. Fancy can also be usually used for something like, this is a fancy watch, right? Not really, this is a cheap watch, but I have a catalog to show you. Okay. Oh, fancy jewelry. Look at that, fancy rings. Fancy jewelry, fancy rings, expensive looking rings. So very expensive, very fancy. A fancy restaurant, kokyu restaurant, or a fancy bar, kokyu bar. So a high level, very nice, expensive place. Chris Hadfield, he is now on his way back to Earth. 今地球に帰る途中. On his way. I'm on my way somewhere. On my way to work today, I stopped by the convenience store. On my way. On my way home. On my way here. On my way to basho, to a place. He just recorded the first music video from space. The astronaut does his very own acoustic version. Please be careful. In Japanese, you say acoustic. In English, acoustic. Acoustic. Fitting, right? The name of the song is Space Oddity. Okay? Space Oddity. And he is in space, filming in space. So it's perfect fit. Fitting. Fitting. So, tekisetsu na kanki, right? It's fitting. A fitting is not good, not bad. It just means it fits. Okay? Sometimes when my students ask me, how do I say, niao o niai desu? The number one way is, I like your shirt. I like your glasses. I like your hair. Many students try to say, it suits you. But that's not so common. I like your hair is the easiest way, the most natural way. Or, your hair looks nice. Your shirt looks nice. That's a nice shirt. So top 3 ways to compliment someone. I like your shirt. That's a nice shirt. That shirt looks nice on you. One more. You look good in that shirt. All of those are okay. I wouldn't use fitting or suits. Hadfield can carry a tune. This is a great expression. Carry a tune just means he can sing. Onchi janai. But this expression is usually used in the negative. 普通はこの表現は否定文で使う. He cannot carry a tune は he is onchi. He cannot carry a tune. The viral video was uploaded to YouTube on Sunday. Viral video is a video that's very popular. Everybody has seen, or many, many, many thousands or millions of people have seen the video. We call that kind of video a viral video. Viral is the adjective, keiyoshi, and it comes from the noun virus, which in Japanese you say, I think, virus. And a virus or virus spreads quickly, right? すぐ感染されちゃう, right? So everybody gets it. So a viral video spreads quickly. すごい早く広がる. Everybody can see, right? Viral video. The expression, the idiom, another idiom related to this is to go viral. The video went viral. Let's see. People all over the world are impressed with the astronaut's performance. I'm impressed with his performance. I'm impressed with his performance. Please remember that set. Impressed with. Very simple. Kando shimashita. Impressed is here, like, wow. Not so much kando in your heart, like, not that kind of kando. It's more, wow. Suge. Okay? Sugoi. Even David Bowie was impressed. I'm impressed that David Bowie was impressed. When Hadfield tweeted the video, Bowie tweeted back, Hallo Spaceboy. And if you look at the article, you'll notice that David Bowie spelled hello, H-A-L-L-O, and that's a German way to say hello. In English, of course, hello. So when you pronounce English hello, hello. I don't know why David Bowie wrote this in German, or why he said hello, maybe just cute. Maybe he likes the German hello, I don't know. Anyway, Hadfield is the star of the video, but he had help. M. Grinner, a fellow Canadian. Fellow means same group. My fellow students. I'm a student, you're a student, my fellow students. But of course, I'm a teacher, you're a student, so I can't use that. But I could say, my fellow Americans. My fellow Nagoyans, if you live in Nagoya. My fellow Nagoyans. You could say, my fellow Japanese. My fellow students. My fellow language learners. I'm a language learner. I learn Japanese. So we could say, my fellow language learners. Anyway, M. Grinner is a fellow Canadian, and she came up with the piano part. This means she thought of the piano part. She created the piano part. It's her idea. Joe Cochran also helped to produce and mix the song. Hadfield is already well known, kind of famous, to space and science enthusiasts. Enthusiast is just another way to say nekkyosha. People who, he's a fan or a freak or a nut or a lover. He regularly tweets pictures from his space travels and shares his thoughts on what he'll do when he returns to Earth. He has more than 950,000 followers on Twitter so far. This so far doesn't mean tosugiru, it means imamade, ima no tokoro. Now, it will probably grow in the future. That's your video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you learned something. The article, of course, is in the description below. And if you're interested in more of my lessons, please check me out here. tinyurl.com/ActionTeacher. See ya.
Action Teacher!